Hello everyone, I'm Nate and welcome to the channel. Today I have the privilege of reviewing the very first yo-yo from a brand new company called Prohibition YoYos. This I'm holding here is the Speakeasy. Let's get into the Speakeasy. So this company here, Prohibition YoYos, is run by Kyle Lampert. He reached out to me and was like, hey, do you want to check out my debut yo-yo? And I was like, absolutely. It is always a privilege to check out new companies on this channel. I feel like that's one of the areas that this channel provides is a lot on boutique companies. And I love when people just kind of go out there and just get it, right? So here we are. This is Kyle's design. And so yeah, this is the Speakeasy. It's a bimetal yo-yo. It is an H-shaped yo-yo. It's a little bit different than your typical H-shaped yo-yo though. Right here in the gap, it is very much H-shape. It's not a super wide H-shape either. It's fairly comfortable in the hand. As far as diameter, it's right about 56. So it's a nice full-size yo-yo that way, but it's not super wide. He wanted a yo-yo that was going to fit well in the hand and not feel too just a little bit too cumbersome in the hand on the catch. It's running in the lighter side of things. It's right around 63 grams as far as its weight. So it's going to be that, ideally, on paper at least, a more nimble but really well-balanced yo-yo in that H shape. Who doesn't love a good H shape? Now, whenever he was designing this, he kind of saw that the cup design kind of looked a bit like a cocktail glass. This is what inspired his naming and branding of his company, and this here, the Speakeasy. This is the last word colorway, and the color comes from this kind of chartreuse green sort of color here. And there's another colorway as well called the Aviation, and it is like a blue and purple fade. And so 2 colorways on the initial run here. I don't know if there'll be more. Let's talk about the design itself. Again, like I said, it's an H-shaped yo-yo, a bimetal yo-yo. Overall, I really like the look. It's very aesthetically pleasing, very elegant yo-yo in design. One of the things that I thought was smart about this and his design approach is really in the hub design, and it's one of those you can't really probably see it too much, but you can feel it. It bubbles over right here. I'm going to read just one little thing here from his design notes, because it's not always typical that a maker sends me their design notes, which I think is really smart to do, especially if you're a brand new company and I don't know you from Adam, okay? But I'm not going to read the whole thing because there's quite a bit here, but it's what he says about the bimetal design and why he chose it. He says, with my design, I wanted to exemplify the benefits of a bimetal, which to me meant the ability to pack a lot of power in a low weight package. To further push this design philosophy, I decided on an H-shape, which is known for its rim weight distribution. There was only one issue with an H-shape, which was that I truly dislike the aesthetic of most H-shaped throws. There are usually 2 hard steps in the profile of an H-shaped yo-yo, which, to me, does not create a harmonious design. To remedy this, I decided on an extreme inverse round design, one continuous curve from the rims directly into the response zone. So that is what I'm talking about right here with that curve there and that sort of bubbly feeling. So I really like that look. I thought that was smart, and I like the way that he described that and the reasoning and the rationale behind that. Let's actually go play it and see how it plays on the string. Let's go. All right, welcome back to the on the string section with the Speakeasy from Prohibition YoYos. So H-shaped yo-yo, bimetal yo-yo. You're going to kind of expect just from that it's going to have a lot of stability and a fair amount of power, and it does. It does. It is definitely a stable yo-yo. One of the things that he wanted me to test was a finger grind, and you can definitely tell the stability on that. Oh my gosh, that spins forever. The finish is really nice on it too. It's kind of a standard sort of blast finish, but it does do really well. But the actual H-shaped design, the way it's actually kind of holding the finger in there, and the balance there, it's pretty perfect for that. Let's go ahead and do some finger spins, see if we can do that and kind of get that sort of out of the way. Yeah, finger spins are actually going to be just fine with that. You can feel that bouncing around and hitting that, but there's enough of sort of like a channel around the actual hub design that your finger can go around that, no problem. So you could probably pull off actually some really decent finger spins if you are wanting to. Yeah, gap design is great. It's definitely going to be more performance focused. I do appreciate that he didn't make this very, very wide. It does feel really nice on a catch. I think H-shaped yo-yos aren't nearly as rough as maybe like V-shaped yo-yos oftentimes in a catch. They tend to be a little bit more comfortable, but having this not like crazy wide, it does have a nice feel on the catch there. You know, I really should try to get better at horizontal. I will be honest that the only time I do horizontal is on these videos. A long time ago, somebody was like, hey, can you just like maybe do a basic horizontal trick, like banana turnover or something, just to kind of showcase the playability for that? And I was like, sure, I probably should do that. That's not my style, but I probably should learn something. If you have a suggestion of what trick I should learn for horizontal, nothing crazy, but what would be a good starting point maybe for somebody like me who doesn't really like it. It's definitely a lighter plain yo-yo. It's not crazy light, but it has a zippier feel to it. And I think that's, you know, that's hard to do with a bimetal yo-yo sometimes. It either can feel kind of sluggish or kind of mid-weight, but I prefer, personally, in my personal taste, a lighter bimetal yo-yo, and I think they've done that really well without it being, again, super uber rim weighted. That was kind of the goal of the design, so that there's still kind of a balance of weight, still tons of rim weight, right? You still have that balance. It's greatly balanced for that, but again, it has a nimble enough feel on the string. I do think that the Speakeasy is going to appeal to a broad audience as far as what it's trying to get at, right? It's definitely more performance competition, you know, focused than maybe, you know, a mono metal, right, organic or something like that, right? But it's going to push those things as far as, you know, balance and stability and all that, and spin times. But it's got enough going for it that it's still comfortable in the hand, and it's still, it's a nice approach to design. I think one of the best things about it is just the appearance of it. It's a very, like I said, in the hand, it's a very elegant yo-yo, and I think that's a win for me, right? Oftentimes we do pick up yo-yos based on their appearance, and I like this green colorway a lot. I don't know if you know this, but the yo-yo community is quite saturated with a lot of new yo-yo designs, and it seems like almost monthly that new companies come out. So it's really probably a major challenge for just to have exposure, you know, as a new company. So I would definitely check out Prohibition YoYos. I think they have a good thing going here with their first design. So again, stability, weight is really spot on. It's not too heavy, and it's got more of a nimble feel. The width is good. The feel in the hand is really nice. It's got the elegance to the design itself. It's well thought out. It's well branded. It's got a very clear focus. And so definitely check out the Speakeasy from Prohibition. I'll have a link in the description to everything about them. And that's going to do for this one. And until the next one, later.